Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, look at these two. So, in today's episode, we are going to have a little comparison of the F54 BMW Mini Cooper Clubman S and our 72 Mini Clubman. So, obviously, this car here derived of that car. There's a love-hate relationship between Mini owners and new and old Mini and all that sort of bump. For me, I like them both. There's some of the new Minis I don't like, but if you own a classic, you can appreciate the new one if you've driven one. And I'm going to run through today the goods, the pros and cons, what they're like, the changes and stuff like that, and just kind of how they've evolved over the years. I thought this would be a really fun video to do, so sit back, relax, and let's get cracking. Let's start with just a basic walk around of the two cars. So, what do we notice first off? Look at that, big and small. The size difference is mad. Obviously, we all love on this channel anyway the little classic. It's the original Mini. However, the reason the big Mini is a thing is they had to evolve. The safety impacts and like systems on this car, the airbags everywhere. The fact it's got a 2-litre turbo engine, not a little 998 carburetted engine. There's loads of changes and reasons why this car got so big. It has to keep up on modern day traffic. It has to compete in a new car market. You have to remember, when this one was made, things didn't need to be as big. They didn't need to be as bold. This was a family car back in the day. You know, you had a couple of kids, chucked it in, the people in the back, and you cracked on. You didn't even have rear seat belts. But we'll get stuck into this. Let's have a look at the two cars. So, the BMW F54 Mini Cooper Clubman S. This is a beautiful car in its own right. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. If you've driven one, you should love it because they drive really, really well. This basically underneath is a BMW. The engine is a BMW 1 Series engine. It's a BMW. Like, if you know your German cars, you know they're well built, you know they're going to be a decent car. So obviously on this car, got the big old 17-inch wheels, got the big air scoop for the turbo, and all that sort of stuff. You've got the intercooler sat in there. You know, it is a very smart car. This particular car is melting silver. It's got the xenon lights, it's got the chili pack, it's got a media pack, it's got a nav pack, it's got everything, this car. It is a absolutely well sorted car. Being a new Mini with a back door, that confuses a lot of people. However, it still has the traditional barn doors found on our original Mini Clubman. So you can kind of see, I know this is not the best of examples, it's a bit tatty, but she's still got the barn doors. I think it looked quite good. It's quite nice how they've done it. The big flip, the big difference on these is they're electric. So yeah, whereas on this one, so I still think that looks absolutely smart, and on this one, you got the good old, but you got the barn doors still. It's still a very functional car, but things have got bigger. Everything's got bigger. Look at the sheer size of the two. It almost looks like you can fit that one in that boot. So this car, let's just have a good look around it. It's not for everyone, but electrical opening rear doors, ample boot space. Really nice feel to this car. Really is nice. Hello. So inside the car, you are greeted with a beautiful driving position. So it is absolutely well sorted, this car. It's got half leather heated seats, it's got nav packed, it's got the media pack, it's got Bluetooth, it's got a phone charger. So in here you've got a phone charger, in there you have a cubby hole. It's got all the BMW iDrive, it's a 6-speed manual, it's a turbocharged petrol engine. It makes a lovely sound. In the back, we've got, oh mate, all right mate, got the genuine Mini dog. All right bud. So ample, look, you can fit adults in the back here. You've got obviously the split rear doors, got load cover. It's a very, very practical car in here. It's a really, really nice car. So And then obviously I still think it's got a bit of charm about it. You have to drive it to really experience it and understand it. In this one, we don't have, you know, you haven't got the door on the back here. It's still a very traditional car, and you literally, you know, that's where your kids get in the back there. So completely different setup. I've walked around this car before if you've followed the channel, but if not, this has got a rookie style dash in it. It's basically original at the end of the day. It's had a new carpet set in it in my life, in my ownership, and it's just what it would have been back in the day. But on the back of it, you still got all this load space. It's just downsized, a completely smaller scale of what you would expect. So I think seeing these two together is something I've wanted to do for a long time. So you've got the current model on the market. It's a 2017 one. A few subtle changes, rear lights, got Union Jack stuff in them, but this is a current car. It's still a built car today, and obviously this is back in 1972. It's got 50, yeah, that car's got 45 years on it, and that's where things have gone. Even more so, look at the size of that compared to them. But in here you've got the BMW twin turbo 2-litre Cooper S engine, producing, I think it's a 188 brake horsepower, 180 brake. Don't quote me on that, I'm no expert on this kind of thing. Then you've got your little 998 producing, I think, about 38 brake horsepower. So completely different cars, incredibly different setups, but they're in the same family. Love or hate them, I can't, look how small it looks. I can't, you kind of, yeah, it's mad how things have come on. So at the end of the day, Leyland were making this at the time. It's what we could have done with what we had at the time. The Clubman anyway is a bit of a Marmite Mini. You don't always like the square fronted Minis. I love them. I think the Clubman's a great car, absolutely spot on. Fake wood trim, you would never see that on a conventional vehicle today. You would literally, you've got beautiful, nice clean flanks with some chrome Cooper S logos and everything all over it. It's very, very much upmarket in comparison. Just the sheer build quality of this is just, obviously everything's moved on over the years, but it's just so mad to see these two together. I can't get over it. Look at that, how small that is. That is the biggest size. The biggest noticeable difference is the size. So like I said, the reason these are big is the safety impact systems, the airbags, the fact it's got a 2-litre engine, not a 1-litre engine. There's loads that go into that. Cars have to come up to a standard. They have to come up to a signing off thing for any company or manufacturer makes that they have to pass so many tests. They would never pass tests today making a vehicle look like that. They don't happen. But this, you got to appreciate it, I think, and that's the difference. So I'm not trying to get anyone to love both of these cars. I love both of them. So I'm a bit biased. I do like it. I do like a Mini. I didn't really like the Mini Clubman before this with the suicide door. However, I have nearly bought a couple of them in the past. I do think they're a great looking car. The suicide door is a very gimmicky thing. For me, they had the French engine in it, and I never heard any good things. But I've got a number of mates that own them. They are beautiful cars. They look nice. They do a hot chocolate colour, which is absolutely lovely. It's that metallic brown. But then on this side, if you're into your classics, you can't have a usable classic Mini, and it's just a complete different kind of, I guess, outlook on stuff. If you like your classics, you like your classics. For the fact that this one can still go to mini shows, I know it's a bit of a sore subject. It is a very sore subject. There's a lot of haters out there for the Mini. You can comment below, crack on, I'm not bothered. I'm doing this video purely to show you the differences in the cars, because I thought it'd be great to see these two cars together. I've never seen anything like that before, and yeah, I'm quite glad to see them together. It is a bit mental when you actually look at how different they are. So we'll do a separate video on the Cooper S Clubman. It's a very nice driver's car. It's a very lovely place to be, and obviously we have done a review already on the Mini Clubman. But mental, love it. So you can see here just how different they actually are size wise. So that is the biggest thing you notice really with these cars, is just the sheer size, and obviously shape different. One thing I will say about the BMW Mini, just while we're on the subject of the size and changes, I do wish that they made the Clubman with a slightly different front to depict, a bit like British Leyland did. They made the square front. I wish that they kind of made it a little bit different to the conventional Mini that they build. That's just one thing I would say. I don't know how they can make it look good. There is a rendering out there of a Nissan Cube kind of front end on one of these, and it does look a bit more clubmanish, and people could respect them a little bit more. It's just a view and a point of view, I guess. But look at the two. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's something a little bit different. If you'd like to see more on these two cars, please drop in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it about. I'm sure a lot of people would actually like to see these two cars together. Check out our Instagram page, Twitter page, Facebook. There'll be loads of photographs of these cars coming up in the near future. Yeah, I quite like seeing these two together. It's it's pretty neat, really. So I get that the Mini Cooper S Clubman is a bit of a tongue twister as it is, and it's a lot of there's a lot of car there in comparison to what you enjoy of your classics. It's very different. I don't expect everyone to like it, but I would like just to show how different they've changed, how things have moved on, and it's just I don't know. For me, this has been something I wanted to do for a little while. I was going to try and do it with the earlier Mini Cooper Clubman S by BMW, but I've not managed to get one next to this. Size wise, they'd have been a bit closer, but they're just getting bigger, these Minis now. But this is a cracking car. It is fast. We're going to do a review on this car in the very near future, and it's a phenomenal car. It's a beautiful drive. It really just is everything that you want from a car. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Please, like I say, comment, like, share. Give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, it's so cool to see these two together finally. It's absolutely epic. So yeah, look after yourselves, guys. Catch you in the next one when we've got quite a few jobs to do on that and some other projects coming. Stay safe, guys. Look after yourselves. So one thing you do really notice with the new Mini Clubman is just how kind of convenient they are. Oh God, I've got to go and walk over and get this door open now. Well, did I ever manage before? Barn doors though, well done BMW. This was something you had to keep. Absolutely epic. I mean, you could put that one inside. I mean, you could put them both in there. But yeah, mad.